Hello. You're lucky I love you because I'm putting Judge Judy on hold for you. Judge Judy's my inner woman. How we doing? Today is Friday, August 24th, and it's late. It's, come on, it's 9:40. I finally have some fucking privacy in the house because the goddamn boys are at Buffalo Wild Wings watching the preseason Giants-Jets game. So they're doing boy shit, but they're out of my hair. Most of last month, so July to now, I haven't had fucking internet, okay? So where I live, I really don't live that far out in the boondocks. I really don't. Granted, there's like moo cow farms and shit really close to me, but I also live like 3 miles away from New Brunswick, where Rutgers University is. So it's really not that far away. But so exactly my little section of townhouses, there's no Fios available here. There's no cable internet here. We literally have DSL, like copper, old school copper. It's that bad. So as soon as we get shitty weather, we lose internet. It sucks. So there was a lot of rain at the end of July and beginning of August. A lot. Guess what happened? Say goodbye to the internet. We sporadically had internet for like 1 day, then we didn't have it for 5 days, then we had it for 2 days, and we didn't have it for 6 days. It was like ridiculous. We never had fucking internet. So if I don't have internet, I'm not going to make a goddamn video because I can't upload it. So that's why you didn't get a video from me any sooner, and I'm sorry about that. But weather's looking a little nicer, so here we go. So let me just give you a quick update on me, on my health, because you guys actually give a shit about me, which I greatly appreciate. My weight, 147 this morning. I'm still in my good range, which is okay. I'm a little more than I was the last time that I weighed in for you guys, but couldn't give two shits, to be honest with you. It's therapy eating. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm human. Shit happens. You get stressed out, what do you want? Sweets. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm human. I am not a goddamn machine. I don't care. I've done my dues. If I want to pig the fuck out on cookies, I'm going to sit back, put my feet up, get myself a big glass of whole milk and a big plate of cookies and just start shoveling. I'm going to do it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. So that's what I've been doing. I have a new piece of jewelry, if you can see it. I don't remember, does it say what it is? It doesn't say what it, ooh, does it say, it doesn't say on the edge. No, it just has a number on it. I don't remember what this sucker's called, like the company, but it's a glucose meter. And I have a glucose meter for my fingers, you know, that you and you grab the blood. But went to the endocrinologist this past week, and you know, I do my typical bitch and moan about how, you know, I'm sweating like a whore in church overnight. I wake up every morning and my sheets are soaked, and not for good reasons. And how I'm having hot flashes all over the place. What the fuck? So he doesn't know if this is a hormonal issue, because yes, I am going through menopause. He doesn't know if this is a hormonal issue, or maybe it's caused by my hypoglycemia. So he wants to double check it. Everybody's leaning off getting me on hormone replacement therapy because I have lymphedema. And my lymphedema is not very responsive to help. And I'll talk about lymphedema in a second. One of you ladies asked me about lymphedema, and I went to the lymphedema clinic. So I'll give you a quick update on lymphedema in a sec. But so the lymphedema doesn't enjoy help. It's not responsive to that. God forbid. So they don't want to do that. Also, because they took out a section of my left temporal lobe, I have space in my cranium. Space in my cranium is asking for a section for blood clots. Okay, so that's another reason. They don't want to do it. Also, I'm young for menopause. I'm 39. So menopause probably won't stop for me for like 7 or 8 years. That's a long time for hormone replacement therapy. So they're leaning off that. They're trying to make that the absolute last resort. Also, I have stuff to do before I get cleared for hormone replacement therapy. I need a note from my internal medicine doctor to give to my gyno. I need a note from my neurosurgeon to give to my gyno. I need a 3D mammogram, which I've never had before, never had the boobie squished, to give to my gyno. I need a note from the endocrinologist to give to the gyno. So I need like a shitload and a half of okay notes to give to the gyno, plus radiology reports, before he says, all right, let me throw you on something. So I don't know how long I gotta suffer with this bullshit. We'll see. So in the meantime, I gotta wear this sucker for 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, or what day is today? Friday. So I got another 9 days with this sucker on my arm. So in 9 days, I get to run to the endocrinologist's office, and they'll yank it off me and see how I do. And while I have it on me, I have to record everything I eat, the time I start eating, the time I stop eating. So heavy duty food journaling. Excuse me, what else? So that's what we're doing. And this sucker is not a sticker honor. Like, if you have parents over the age of like 68 or 69, your parent might have a little scar on their arm in the shape of a circle, like over here. It was a booster shot when they were kids. Okay? It's like a raised circle on their arm. They give you this sucker the same way, but I don't get a scar, but they do it the same way. Okay? The nurse came over to me and gives me and I had no idea. He gives me a 3, 2, 1, clunk, and he holds it on, and I'm like, all right. And he holds it there for maybe 30 seconds, and then he pulls this plastic thing off my arm, and this sucker's left. And I'm like, okie dokie. So there's something metal inside me catching all the blood sugar ratings, but there's gooey, sticky stuff that like EKG stickers stick on you with, but it's extra strong. That's also holding the outside on. So there you go. What else did I want to bitch and moan about? Okay, lymphedema. I went to the lymphedema clinic. So, for me, complete waste of fucking time. Complete waste of fucking time. Long story short, all I really got from it was some education. But basically, she measured my legs, the length, width, etc. Width in like numerous sections. I think she took the measurement of the width of my legs, the circumference of my legs, over 12 spots in each leg, and she recorded it. Unfrosted blueberry Pop-Tart. Oh shit, I gotta write it down. Okay, 9:41. Hold on. Hold on. 9. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so she checks my legs and then starts schooling me and shit. Cause I'm like, you know, I take Lasix in the morning, but by 1 o'clock, they're swelled back up again. What the fuck? Long story short, don't even think about hoping lymphedema will go away, because it won't. It won't. Basically, lymphedema, you have lymph nodes all over your body, but major site of lymph nodes is in your crotch area, underneath the bottom part of your belly, and where your thighs meet and your crotch meets. You know what I mean? So when you are heavy, hello, I was close to 500 pounds. When you're heavy and you've got a hell of an apron going on there and it's cutting off circulation in that area, the lymph nodes are forced to expand because they're not getting enough circulation. That's another thing she said. The lymph node system and the circulatory system go hand in hand, okay? So when you cut off circulation to the lymph nodes because they've got weight pressing on them, the circulatory system cuts it off too, and that makes your legs swell. You do that for a long enough period of time, you damage them, and they will be that way forever, okay? So this could definitely be worse if I didn't lose the weight. This could be way worse. This kills me. You should see my daddy's legs. My daddy's legs are horrible. It kills me. But anyway, it could definitely be worse. However, it ain't getting better than this. So to adjust anything to make it better, you kind of do like a massage on your legs, but the massages on your legs are not like, you know, rub, rub. It's like, it's so gentle. It's craziness. Like, you have to be super duper gentle to set off the lymph nodes. If you're too hard on them, you upset them and you'll get swollen. It was weird. Like, I learned so much from this lady. It was fantastic. But to be honest with you, I didn't think that I don't want to pay $20 3 times a week in co-payments to have some lady rub my legs lightly. She gave me instructions to do it at home, but the instructions she gave me were to do it as soon as I wake up in the morning and before I go to bed. Well, I'm looking at him right now, my little meatball. I have a very needy dog. He does not give me any sort of personal attention. Personal space. He wants all my attention. That's not an option. I can't just lock him out of my room. He will kill my door. That's not an option. So I'm just gonna go ahead and suck it up. So that's what I learned about lymph nodes and circulatory system and lymphedema. It's not a lot, but I hope it'll help you a smidge. What else I got? Oh, something fun. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to a barbecue in Pennsylvania. So excited. My brother from another mother, Robbie, his sister, Emmy, I get to go over their house. They moved recently, I think it was a year ago, to Pennsylvania. So we're going to have a barbecue. And I am bringing antipasto skewers. It's going to be so much fun. I'm sure I'll post a picture of it on Facebook. If you guys are my Facebook friends, you'll see what they look like. But it'll be a pizza. So that'll be fun. What else I got? Oh, I get a lot of questions about what do I eat. Okay, I get a lot of that. I get a lot of questions about what did I eat during the losing phase and what do I eat today. Okay, I get a lot of those. Now, I have no problem going over this again. None. But let me give you the super duper short version. And I want you to please comment specific questions for me because I want to answer you specifically. Okay? But I don't know exactly what you want to know. So please give me specific questions so I can answer you specifically, okay? Also, let me know if you want me to cook anything for you. Give me suggestions. Also, if it has nothing to do with weight loss surgery, but you have a question, like, how do I keep meatball without mats? How do I demat a schnauzer? Let me know. I'll tell you. I'm good at that. How do I make fresh sauce out of fresh tomatoes? Oh my God, these tomatoes, let me show you real quick. Hold on. All right, look at those tomatoes. That's like 30 pounds of tomatoes right there. Those are fresh tomatoes. I think it was like 20 or 30 pounds of tomatoes from Long Island. Kid you not. Hell of a farm out there. It's called Thera Farms in Brentwood, New York. My sister's good friends with the guy who owns the farm. These tomatoes are gorgeous. Holy shit. So I'm just waiting for those suckers to ripen a little bit more. And then I'm going to cut them up, cook them down, food mill them. Make best sauce of your life. I got to get pork skin though. I got to make pork skin bijou. So I got to pick up pork skin soon. But anyway, long story. So, give me some questions. I don't give a shit if it's got anything to do with weight loss surgery. Does not have to. Alright? You want me to cook something for you? Give me a suggestion. Let me know. A little bit of interaction. Now, what do I eat today? Right? I've pretty much lost the weight I need to. I've got 20-25 pounds of excess skin. I'm doing good. Alright? I'll tell you what I ate today, for example. My breakfast was a sandwich. I had 2 pieces of Arnold's oat nut bread. Okay? I do not like white bread. I don't like plain, squishy bread. I like bread that's a little multi-grainy. You know what I mean? I like oat nut. Arnold makes a bread called double protein. That one's good. What else is good? Pepperidge Farm makes a rye pumpernickel. That one's delicious. Oh my God. So, I don't like plain bread. I always pick one that's got a little more fiber in it, you know? A little something. What did I eat on it? Salami. Boar's Head Genoa salami. And Boar's Head Munster cheese. Okay? And I had Golden's mustard on it. That was my breakfast. Alright? 10 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, Janine. Next, lunch. Me, Justin, and JJ went to a Cuban restaurant. I had some kind of pulled beef recipe. I don't know, but it was fucking delicious. It was just pulled beef and a sauce. It was so goddamn good. I had a shitload of that. I had a little bit of rice. It was arroz con pollo, but I wasn't crazy about the pieces of chicken. So I scooted the chicken to the side. I only had a little bit of rice. I really didn't eat much. And I had a little bit of beans on my plate too, black beans. And I had a piece of pork, some kind of pork. It was a pork loin. It wasn't carnitas. And I think that's all I had. Yeah. It was mostly protein and a little bit of carb. And if you want to count the beans as carb, that'll go for carb too. But mostly protein. And then it was just beautiful out, so we walked down the street and we went to Rita's. And I had some custard there. So that was pure carb sugar. And then we came home. I had to run some errands. So I was in the car for a couple hours. And then dinner, I went out to Wingstop. I don't know if you guys have a Wingstop by you. It's a franchise. It's actually owned by Rick Ross. And fucking love Rick Ross. They make the best fucking wings of your goddamn life. Oh my God. My favorite, Louisiana rub. They're not like wet, soggy, coated in sauce. They're dry rub. So you get them like extra crispy. Oh my God. Like crispy chicken skin is so fucking amazing. And then I got a large blue cheese with it. They're so fucking good. Oh my God. But I ate, let me just back it up now. So I got the Louisiana rub wings. Okay. And the blue cheese. Guess how many wings I had? I shit you the fuck not. 30. Yes, I did. 30 wings. Took me an hour. And I did have a 15-minute walk with my Mr. Meatball, but it was divine, absolutely divine. So dinner was basically 100% protein. There's absolutely no carbs in that, unless there's some carbs in the blue cheese dressing that I don't know about, but which there might be a couple, but not major. And now it's almost 10 o'clock. It was 9:45 when I started. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I'm tapping off the day with a Pop-Tart. So yeah, that's what I eat. I always lean on protein first. I try to go to vegetables second and carbs last. It's always been my recipe. But let me just say, that was not my recipe until surgery number 2, until I had my revision. When I had the lap band in me, and I was a weight loss surgery virgin, just had the first one in me, it didn't click in my head that I had to change my world. The world in my head. I have to change my world. That I really had to completely alter for the rest of my life the order in which I choose food. I can't choose what I want. I can't choose what I feel like. Yeah, the macaroni and cheese looks real good on the stove tonight, but that's got to be my third choice. I got to fill my plate up first with the protein and the vegetable. And if I've still got a smidge of room for some macaroni and cheese, then I can have a little. But that's got to be choice number 3. And that didn't hit me until I had the revision in 2010. My first surgery was in 2007. So I was basically flying by the seat of my pants for 3 years with the lap band. I managed to lose 100 and change with that sucker. Don't know how I did it other than just throwing up all the time. I don't know. I also want to say that I started therapy in 2009. In 2009 I started therapy because I was getting myself ready and geared up for my revision. And I knew I had self-diagnosed myself as a binge eater, as binge eating disorder. I diagnosed myself as that. And I was like, you know, it's not smart to diagnose yourself. Why don't you find a therapist, Janine? And I found one, and I was correct. I have binge eating disorder. So, working with therapists, and continuing on with therapy with a lot of different therapists between 2009 and now. It's been 9 years. So, you know, flip-flopping between therapists, getting different opinions from a third person, from a third view, you know. It's helped tremendously. It's helped tremendously. A lot of maturity needed to happen. A lot of inner evolution needed to happen. It was just something that took time. It's not something you can flip a switch about. You just can't. You just can't. Don't be, how do I put it? Don't be frustrated with yourself if this isn't coming easy to you. Don't be pissed at yourself if you're still making wrong choices, okay? Don't blame yourself. Don't call yourself names. This is such an enormous change that you're going to have to sit down and do a bit of reflection and say to yourself, do I need help? Maybe I should seek therapy. And a lot of people have a wrong opinion about therapy. They kind of think that you only go to therapy if you're a nut job. No. If you ask somebody in your family for advice, what would they say to you? They're going to look at you with what you're saying, and they're going to give you the opinion based on what you have said and based on who they know you as, what their opinion of you is, and what their opinion of you has been the entire time they've known you, the amount of years they've known you. If you asked your friends for an opinion about something, for advice about something, what would they say? Same thing. They're gonna listen to what you asked for, and they're gonna give you an answer to what you asked for based on how long they've known you for and who they've known you for that entire time. Their opinion of who you are. They're not gonna look at you without judgment. They're gonna look at what you've asked with the judgment of who you are to them. Going to a therapist is walking into a room to speak to a lady or gentleman who will have zero judgment on who you are or who you've been for the last 20 or 30 or 40 years of your life. They don't know you from a can of paint. They're going to sit down and listen to you. They're going to logically pick apart what you are asking of them to give you an honest-to-God opinion. And that's going to be 100% logic of you should take steps A, B, and C. And here you go. And it will have nothing to do with tiny little mistakes you made 20 years ago or 15 years ago or 10 years ago or 2 minutes ago. Nothing. Therapy's great. Therapy's really helpful. And you don't gotta tell anybody. If you're embarrassed about it, don't tell anybody. I don't give two flying fucks. I have a great therapist. She's awesome. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm done chit-chatting. Don't forget to leave me messages below. Do you want me to cook something? What do you want? Do you have a question for me? What's your question? Do you want to know about doggies? Do you want to know about tomatoes? How about, I don't want to say fashion advice because I'm kind of boring. I'm so minimalistic. Blah. I don't know. Give me a goddamn question. What else? I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. It is so nice not having the boys here. It is just like, oh, yes. Serenity. Just want to like take my clothes off and run around the house. It's awesome. Alright. I love you to pieces. Have a good night. Bye.